nature of the human race. We believe that life arose spontaneously on the Earth, so it must be possible for life to appear on other suitable planets, of which there seem to be a large number in the galaxy. But we don't know how life first appeared. We have two pieces of observational evidence on the probability of life appearing. The first is that we have fossils about from 3.5 billion years ago. The Earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago, and was probably too hot for about the first half-billion years. So life appeared on Earth within half a billion years of it being possible, which is short compared to the 10 billion year lifetime of the planet of Earth type. This suggests that the probability of life appearing is reasonably high. If it was very low, one would have expected it to take most of the 10 billion years available.
Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal Van Dweller back with more classic Tetris Monthly Tap Masters for July 2025. And yeah, it is Tap Masters, and we have got a top 16 for all of you. We have got, let's take a look. Oh, where is our top 16? Here it is. All right, there it is. So it's going to be the orange and yellow top 16. First match is going to be Tetris Alext, seed number 1. And he's got a reputation for being, among those few people who have been called the fastest tappers in the world. There's been like Mark and Eric and a few other people. Alext is definitely on that list. Alext will be taking on Eren. And Eren, of course, probably famous for having some of the most chocolatey chairs in all of Tetris. So that's going to be match number 1. Match number 2 is going to be, this is always a classic when it happens in DAS, but it's happening in Tap Masters. It's going to be Pixelandy versus Bendy. Pixelandy, of course, the reigning CTM Masters event winner, the reigning DAS Masters winner. He's trying to go 3 for 3 and win Tap Masters. Sorry, I've got some guys here doing work on the AC, so I might have to duck in and duck out or whatever. It's going to be chaos, but we're going to get this done. Pixelandy and then Bendy, of course, one of the best DAS players in the world. So we're going to see how he fares at Tap. So Alext versus Eren, Andy versus Bendy. And then the winners of those two matches are going to face off to figure out who is going to the top 4. Now, do we have anyone in our top 4? No. So that is going to be the first of our semifinalists determined in this one. No knuckle rolling. This is Tap Masters. Okay. Are the workers really confused? There's someone commentating Tetris matches. They're like, oh no, we love Classic Tetris Monthly. You're the guy? I'm like, yeah, that was me. They're like, oh my God, we're huge fans. No, they didn't do that. That would have been amazing. I've never had that happen to me before, where I've run into someone, told them what I do, and they go, oh, you're that guy? Oh my God. It's never happened. But one of these days, I feel like if I went around wearing like CTM shirts and stuff like that in Austin, maybe it would happen. I don't know. But okay. Alext, Eren, Pixelandy, Bendy. Let's take a look at our rules. Before we do that, actually, do you want to see the upcoming schedule? Yeah. So what else is coming up? We've got another bracket for you tonight. It's going to be a Tap Masters bracket, and it's going to be a round 1, round 2. That's going to be Tetris Time versus Blue Scooty, the winner versus Opox. And that will determine the last of our top 16 players, and it'll feed into a match against Maisie. So I forgot that I actually have 2 streams tonight, so this is going to go for a while. We also have a match tomorrow, or a preliminary bracket of Stupid Tetris Monthly. That's going to be, or no, it's not preliminary, it's top 16. It's going to be tomorrow, basically 26 hours from now. It's going to be Fractal versus Steel, Dylan versus Peak. And the winner of that will go to the semifinals in Stupid Tetris Monthly. So that is what is coming up on the weekend. Okay, let's take a look at our rules. You know what the rules are. This is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based on the 1988 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System. On NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons used or turbo functions, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. Did they reschedule? I don't know if they rescheduled. Let me look. I haven't heard about that. If you're telling me they rescheduled. Oh, yes. All right. They rescheduled. So there's no other one tonight. That actually is very good. I feel good about that. So that red bracket Tap Masters preliminary does not happen tonight. That is happening tomorrow. Thank God. Okay. 24 hours from now. Thank you for the information. Anyway, as I said, you can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. We will be using level 18 starts, no line cap, so if you can play to and through level 39, good luck to you. We will be using same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. And players, make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on. What else? Oh, yeah. Do not receive any in-game advice, and do not pause unless the commentator tells you. I am the commentator. I am not going to tell you to do that. Also, remember, this is a hyper tapping tournament, which we are taking to be a single finger attack. So jitter clicking, whatever you want to call it, that is what tapping means in terms of this tournament. You can have your own tournament with your own definition, but that is what it means here. So basically a single finger attack, but you can use one extra finger from, like another hand to come over one time in a given piece movement. Hyper quick tap, you can do it at the end, you can do it at the middle, you can do it at the beginning, but you can only do it one time per individual piece, right? So all one finger, one other finger one time during the piece, right? Easy. Yeah, it's the JD exemption, but I mean, that's how real tappers tap. So you don't want to have like create some category that no real people actually do, right? So that doesn't make sense, right? Anyway, good. Oh, and also, if you do experience tech issues, internet outages, OBS issues, do keep playing. I will sort it out, but just keep playing. Don't pause and go, oh, I know what we should do here. Let me pause and chat. No, just keep playing. All right. Okay, easy. All right, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which stands right now at $1,390. So the winner will get 45% of that. Second will get 27%. Third and fourth each get 9% of that. Fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth each get 2.5% of that. We have met our prize pool goal. So that means we will be paying the top 8. If you want to contribute to the prize pool, use the Matcherino command while you are in chat on Twitch or YouTube. That should bring up some links. The one that says TM or tap or whatever, that is the one to click on. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner where it says login is where you log in, and you can do so with your existing Twitch or YouTube account. Really, really easy. And contribute. Now, we've met our goals, so we're feeling good, and a big chunk of that came from one guy, Scott Gray. So, and again, a big shout to Scott Gray for that. But if you do want to contribute after the fact, go to go.ctm.gg/tapprize, TAPPRIZE. Okay, so that is how to support the players. If you want to support the channel and ensure that we can continue to exist to bring you things like Tap Masters, like Stupid Tetris Monthly, like Mega Masters, like the Masters event monthly, like Das Masters, and all the other stupid things we bring you, go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris, where you can make an ongoing pledge on a monthly or annual basis to support this channel. All the people on this slide right now, they have done so, and we want to thank everybody here for having done it. And a big shout out to Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, K9 Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kakit, Mila, and Jason. Thanks again, everybody. I think that's it. All right. Well, people are saying they are not a fan of the flat bracket. Well, make your own tournament where they don't have a flat bracket. How about that? You can make your own. It's easy. Just go do it and see if it wins. There's a market in Tetris tournaments. So go ahead. Where are we? Oh my God, we got 2 players here. Look at them. There they are. I'm going to give their streams a refresh just to make sure that they are all synced up and feeling good and ready to go. I'm going to drop pieces in the chat. Refreshing them both. Yeah, the flat bracket is the main benefit is it makes the matches in the early rounds more competitive, and then it also gives an incentive for players to get a higher qualifier so they can get a 1 or 2 round bye. All right, so I have put pieces in the chat. Oh, no, I haven't. See, it takes a little bit for this button to warm up, and it's not warming up. So I'm going to go ahead and drop the pieces in the chat. Yeah, I made a mistake on the internet. My God, I should be vilified and destroyed. All right, players, while you're entering the seed, just give me one moment. Be right back in like 2 seconds. All right, well, the AC guys left. I don't know. I mean, it smells like paint, so that's good. They were here to paint something. They were using kills to try to kill some of the mold from the AC. There's a whole thing. What a mess. All right, we're just waiting on our players to do their thing. Sood says YouTube should have a betting system. I guess so. I mean, I don't know. I don't really like. If you all want to do it, that's fine, but it's not something that I really get all excited about. 3-2 says this is a very exciting matchup. I agree. I totally agree. I hope it will be a good match. That's all I hope for. I just want everybody to feel good about their performance. That's what I care about most. And let the chips fall where they may. Right? That's the most important thing. I got to admit, it was really weird to do this while other people who didn't know what it was. You know, to be like, roast potato, you know, all this other stuff while people are in the apartment who don't know what it is. It was a little weird. I was a little self-conscious about it, but we got to get it done. All right. The pieces are in the chat. Did we get a pin? We got a pin from Shadow Knight. Thank you, Shadow. It's going to be 964 FFE. A 964 FFE. You can tap or dash or whatever you want to do. You just can't roll or butterfly tap or bolt tap or M tap or anything. You don't think you've watched Alex tap before? Well, D. Bradley, you're in for a real treat. I mean, Alex was what, the last person to win a CTM with tapping? Can you roll slower than 10 hertz? No. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them started. They're both on scene. They both signaled ready. It is the orange bracket top 16 match. Let's get them started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. 3-2 says Alex won CTM with tap when there were good rollers. Yeah, that is absolutely true. So this is Tap Masters Top 16. You're watching Alext versus Eren. This is a hyper tapping tournament. DAS is allowed because it would be really weird if someone got disqualified because they dashed a piece over, so you may as well just let them DAS. Plus, we'd rather have great DAS players in the tournament than like really bad hyper tappers, so that's another thing. But anyway, oh my God, Alext already with a Monka S board to start off with, but he gets a Tetris. He's fine. So on the left side of your screen, it is Alext. Is he a living legend yet? I don't know, maybe, but he qualified into this tournament, this hyper tapping tournament, with a 1.4 million average of his best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. And just to put that in perspective, there are fewer than 10 people that have even a single 1.4, like with hyper tapping. And Alex's average of his best 2 games was 1.4 in this tournament. So that is kind of insane. Alex has had one of the a reputation as one of the fastest tappers. He was the last player to win a CTM with hyper tapping, and this is while other players were rolling. He's got a tapping PB of 1.67 million. So a rollover with hyper tap. 165 for Alex, 147 for Eren. Alex, of course, a 7-time CTM Masters event winner, including Mega Masters in 2023. Was it 2023? 2020, what was it? 24? 2024? 2024. I don't know. It's one of those. When was the first Mega Masters? In 2020? Whatever it was. He won the one in the middle. No, it had to be 2023. That's right. So, yeah, there was Fractal, then Alex, then Fractal, then Dog. That is how it went. 213 for Alext, 238 for Eren. Alex also the fourth game crasher. The overall, or at one point he was the overall score world record holder with a 16.2 and then improved his own record to a 16.7. And yeah, he has the current tapping world record. By the way, he's also he's also the reigning two-time CTWC champion as well. So he's done a lot of things in Tetris, this young man. 264 for Alext, 249 for Eren. And on the right side is Eren. All right, but no, I'm just kidding. On the right side is Eren, who qualified into seed number 17 with a 1.158 average of his best two games played in a 1 hour qualifying period. Eren defeated Niao or N, and then Brodendamp, a two-time CTM Masters event winner, defeated Brodendamp in round 2 to get here to this top 16. So, you know, not really no slouch. Brodendamp. 286 for Eren, 334 for Alext. So Eren 309, 359. Alext. Eren is a a 6-time Classic Tetris World Championship gold bracket player from 2020 through this year. Has finished as high as the top 16, which he did in 2021 and 2023. Is the winner of a future circuit 2 times. One of those times against Sharky. You may have also seen Eren at CTWC Philadelphia Regional, Boston, Genesis. All right, a couple of Tetrises in a row for Eren. 427, 430, 436 for Alext. Eren has also been in the Masters event a handful of times back when it was a 16-player tournament. Has finished as high as round 2. Did that multiple times. But of course, when you run into people like Hufflepuffus, Dog, Pixelandy, and so forth in round 2, well, yeah, that's pretty rough. All right, 477 for Eren, 529 for Alext. Of course, Eren, for the longest time, I think most endearingly, at least to me, had the best some of the best chairs in all of CTM. Like these chocolatey, puffy chairs at his mom's house, which I love those chairs so much. All right, Eren into 19 at 525, 576 for Alext. Long bar Tetris Alext, 600. I mean, I don't know. I think we've got to do a chair poll and just see who's got, like, notable chairs, I guess would be, you know, Pixelandy with the rocking chair, Eren with those chocolatey chairs. 577 for Eren, 652 for Alext. So Alext right now about 97,000 points ahead. Same line count. Eren gets a long bar after creating a dependency here, but trying to keep that right side open and try not to get too high on that left side. But starting to high center just a little bit, and that's going to cause a gap in his stack, and he's just waiting out a bar. Nice T, that's going to help. Okay, and he gets that Z to the left. All right, he's uncovered again, and long bar over Tetris Eren, 921. So good work here for Eren. Going to fill in with the long bar rather than taking the Tetris. And he gets another one, 650 for him, 721 for Alext. So Eren has closed the gap a little bit. It was almost 100,000 point difference. Now it's down to under 50,000 point difference. Level 23. Now at 230 lines, the speed is going to increase again. It's going to double. And for mere mortals, it is unsurvivable with tapping. However, one of these players may prove not to be a mere mortal. So we'll have to see how post 29 play factors in. And of course, what effect that's going to have to be on the strategy for these players as they play pre 29. 777 for Eren, 877 for Alext. You want small cams for retro feel? I just want to bring it into the modern age. I was thinking about doing a whole suite of retro graphics, but this is not a retro tournament. This is Tap Masters, right? People have spoken. They think of it as a tap tournament, so let's keep it modern. All right, Tetris for Alext, 950, 865 for Eren. Eren 4 lines ahead. Tetris for Alext, 984. He's 1 away from the max. Thanks, Chen. I appreciate your support. Although, Chen, I would believe your praise if you had some criticisms once in a while, you know? It seems all, you know. All right, 824 for Alext, 951 for Eren. Eren is 1 line away from 29. That speed's going to increase. There's a Tetris for Eren at 987, and, you know, he's going to need more than that because Alext is at A94, 100,000 points ahead, and still not yet into 29. Eren into level 30. And, oh no, this is going to be really tough to survive. And that is going to be a top out for Eren. He's got 997, not quite the max out, but he did get that level 30, a valiant attempt. And Alext with the B50, he gets into level 30 as well. So double level 30s with tapping. Alext is into 31. And Alext is setting up for center well Tetris is like a fiend. And he, I mean, what the heck? Pixelandy in chat says we are cooked. There it is, the 1.246 Alext level 32. So yeah, combined level 62 between these two. Andrew Meep says aggro top out for real. All right, Alext, you are going to take game number 1. Yeah, that was an aggressive top out. I agree. Sculation says this guy might be a different tapper. Steel says this could be no chance for the field. Well, we'll see how it goes. Just wrap up the tournament already, says fellow competitor Bendy. Well, I'm sorry you feel that way. All right, we are going to put more pieces in the chat, but players, if you do need a moment, that is fine. Ice up your arm or whatever. The pieces are here, 2E-D2F2. Latest aggro top out tap world record. Rodri Escoffier says, it's not a chair, but Richard's setup where he looked like he played with his eyes closed was my favorite. Yeah, his like, he had like a Sony like PVM on the floor or something, and he would just like, his eyes looked like he was closed. Taking a moment won't help. Oh, Eren's hope is rapidly fading. You know, I kind of like it. You know, around 2021, 2022, players started. There's a cohort of players that were like, I'm in high school. You know, I'm going for college. I'm going to stop playing. And now they're all starting to graduate from college and coming back to Tetris. Which, you know, I'm glad I lasted that long. I've lasted long enough. Right? It's like CTM Rebirth. All the players are coming back, right? I'm into it. All right, 2E-D2F2. 2E-D2F2. Yeah, CTM Rebirth. That's it. It's all coming back. We've wrapped around to the beginning. All right, Chen, yeah, I would believe it more if you, like, once in a while had a criticism or constructive, you know, kind of comments for me there, Chen, but it's always, you know, Vandy glazing 24/7. So, you know, maybe come up with a little something just so you give yourself a little bit of credibility, right? And praise Kingsman once in a while because he's really good. It will be years of income before college grads can contribute to CTM success. Well, that's my retirement plan. You know that, right? All right, 2ED2F2. Both players ready. It's game number 2. Let's get him started in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. My retirement plan is like, you know, someone will read about, there's a guy that used to hold a Tetris tournament and he's now living in a tent, you know, in the streets of Austin. And then, you know, one of these genius kids comes back and says, oh man, they're going to put Bendy up and buy him a house and, you know, set him up for life. That's my retirement plan. It's like, you know, they're going to go on to be a billionaire and they'll remember fondly Bendy from Tetris. All right, both players are on the board with Tetrises. Tacknerus is in the chat. Tacknerus, I went to Leroy and Lewis again. I got the burger and I got the chicken fried steak special. I was gonna send you a picture of that chicken fried steak, Tacknerus. It was really good. All right. All Tetrises so far. Oh no, Alex is gonna ruin it with a skim there and a Tetris. And another Tetris for Alex. All right, another Tetris Eren 137. 137 Alex, and they had the same score, same lines for a moment. Evesy, what's going on? RXS, welcome. Lucas, Siler, Adam, Suds, Nerd the Box. Chen is here. Hana, Miles, Rhubarb. All the stars are here on Twitch. Oh, and then Tacknerus, we had the banana tiramisu. Don't let Giovanni hear banana tiramisu. He'll tear his hair out, but it was really good. All right, 192 for Alex, 218 for Eren. So Eren ahead right now by about 44,000 points. Gonna get a Tetris as well. So Alex setting up for a dirty Tetris. Column 9, 4 rows off the bottom and gets it. And he kind of passed on an opportunity to just chuck a bar or something over to the right. Maybe he's trying to build for another one. Oh, wow, that's going to work out really well for Alex. 228 for him, 291 for Eren. Adam Verpa says, so who is the fastest tapper in the world? Does you know? It's hard to say. In NES Tetris, who is the fastest tapper? Like, that could mean a lot of things, like who's able to play consistently at the fastest speed, who's able to get the fastest bursts. It's really hard to say. I mean, just in terms of consistency and ability to play, I mean, I have to say it's probably Alex right now. Miles in chat puts it well. He says, Alex T utilizes speed best. Yeah, that's true. But like, as far as who can get the fastest just bursts, you know, out of context, whatever, I don't know. It's hard to say. 409 for Eren, 367 for Alex T. I mean, it's probably somebody not in Tetris, right? It's probably somebody, you know, there are all kinds of game communities, and I can't name any of the games, right? But where the whole thing is just tapping a button really fast, like literally the game is just to tap a button. There's probably somebody who's really fast at that, but they're not going to be necessarily good at Tetris, right? Oh yeah, Eric was one of the fastest. Mark. All right, Tetris for Eren, 484, 437 for Alex. All right, Tetris, Alext 506. Eren still out in front by about 48,000. It's a little over 2 Tetrises. And Eren with a clean board gets a Tetris. Potentially could get 2 more. There's 1. Got 600,000. Alext T will not be getting 600,000 into 19. But Eren will. He's going to get in with 624,000. And Alex's board just kind of all kinds of weird right now. But he's into 19 at 539. I mean, it's like an orderly chaos. Eren up high here. Gets a Tetris, though. 654. He's ahead by 110,000. There's another Tetris. Eren. Another Tetris. Eren just motoring along. Over 150,000 point lead right now. Another Tetris Eren. He's really he's in a rhythm. All right, Alex's gonna set up in the middle, gonna try to make up some of this pace, and he's gonna get a Tetris down there. Good board now for Alex. Just needs that one piece to clean there, that J piece, and gets it. 595 for him, 765 for Eren. Tetris for Alext T, 625. Eren still ahead by about 145,000 points. Board getting a little high, though. Oh, and this is going to be tough. So a couple of misdrops here for Eren, and another one just compounding errors. So Eren going to top out at 773. The target for Alext T, 774. He's got a lot of time. He needs about 130,000 points. Tetris is right now on level 24, should be worth 30,000. And Eren is just like, oh, what do I have to do? And I think there's a little bit of, Alex didn't get that square all the way to the left, so got to find some skims here. And there's a Tetris down for Alex, 719. So he's got 30 lines now, plus whatever he can get post 29, which who knows, could be infinite. We have no idea. All right, there's a double for Alex. 731 needs to get to 774. 21 lines to go. Tetris is now worth about 33,000. What, 33.6? So one Tetris would do it. Does not have to get this by way of the Tetris, but all right, 9 lines. This is getting a little monkus here. He's gonna pass on the triple. He's set up for a Tetris, and the bar goes in, and he gets the Tetris. And Alext T with the chase down. I think the way that all went down, Eren might have had like a little hope before Alex just snatched it all away. So Alex will take game number 2 and go up 2 games to none. All right, players, you can take a moment if you need it. First time chatter, NES Tetris Frankie G. Welcome, Frankie G. All right, Eren regretting life right now. It's like, why did I come back to this? All right, CDEF25. Looks like Alex, I don't know what Alex is doing. Maybe helping his helping his family in from a Costco trip. That's my guess. He's got to lug all the Tide Pods in. All right, the pieces are here. C, D, E, F, which is kind of cool. C, D, E, F, 2, 5. Looks like both players are ready. Let us get them started in game number 3. Alex is up 2-0 over Eren. Eren looking to win this one to extend this match. All right, a lot of blue and white pieces to start off with. It's like all blue and white pieces. What the heck? Where are the red pieces at? There we go. All right, finally, long bars beginning to enter the playfield for these players. Eren, of course, earlier in the tournament, taking out 2-time CTM Masters event winner Broden Damp. And the two that Broden won, they both came against Corian in the finals. All right, Tetris for Alext, 138, 137 for Eren. So at one point in that game, too, I mean, Eren was up like 150,000 points. So it would have been very interesting to see what would have happened, how that would have gone down had Eren survived with that lead and taken that into 39 or 29. 39. 29. I mean, it would have been very interesting to see him take it into 39. But yeah, into 29, that would have been very interesting to see how that went down. We do have 2 more matches tonight. The winner, we're going to have what? Pixelandy versus Bendy, and then the winner of this versus the winner of that. For a semi-final spot. K9 watching Tetris has gifted 12 months of Tier 1 to Dog playing Tetris. Thank you so much, K9, for gifting 12 months to Dog. Also, Summer B, I think I missed your Tier 1 sub earlier, but thank you, 14 months. Summer B, really appreciate it. I think this event will be coming back one more time this year, and we'll, so long as we continue to operate, we'll do it 2 to 3 times a year. The response has been pretty good. Prize pool has been supported. Tetris for Eren, 351. And who knows? Maybe we'll have to do a mega tapsters. All right, Tetris for Eren, 398, 372 for Alex. He's up high. No max left behind tapsters. That'll be a 1 billion person tournament. Will No Cap November happen this year? I don't know. Is there anything left to prove in No Cap November after, you know, the Scooty Dog rollover battle? What else is there left to do in No Cap, you know? 446 for Eren, 426 for Alext. Yeah, Mega Dasters is coming. It's either going to be September or October. I have more flexibility to think about that now that I've confirmed that I'm not going to Jonas Cup this year. By the way. Not that anyone cares, but if anyone cares, that I'm not going. 519 for Alext, 542 for Eren. And the Vits for Alex filled in. All right, Tetris, Alext, 587, Eren, 588, one line apart, and like 400 points apart. $600K for both players, with potentially one more Tetris for each available before 19. So Tetris, Eren, back-to-back 600K transitions. And Alex with a 657. And that's the thing about getting those 600K transitions. You think like, oh man, I got to be crushing right now, right? And then you realize, oh, well, if I'm getting a 600K, probably RNG was friendly to my opponent too. So they're probably not that far behind me. All right, this is going to be tough for Eren. Oh, no. Oh, no. And that is a top out for Eren at 666. And Alext has taken this one in a sweep. And I don't know if it's the aura or whatever. Alext just got those vibes where you're just like, I don't know what to do. This is like playing Andy in DAS, right? Where you're just like, I know this guy's just going to pull out a level 35 and chase down what I do anyway. So I don't know what, it's just got to be a vibe thing. But always great to have Eren playing. I'm a huge fan, actually. I mean, I'm a fan of all of you, of course, but it's been a while since we had Eren really playing regularly in events. So I'm very happy to see him back. So Alex is here on 22 at 827. We'll give him the 3. And yeah, you don't have to apologize. You do what you can on the day. I'm sure everybody wants to win. So, but not everyone can. That's the problem. You can't all win. It's in the structure of the whole thing. If we had a tournament that was like, a 50 round tournament, somebody would win 50 matches in a row because that's just the structure of the tournament. It's like, that is how it is structured. And say, oh, what an amazing run. They won 50 in a row, but it was inevitable. So unfortunately, someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. All right, Alex with another max. Here, we'll get a look at him. He's table tapping. I can't quite get it all on screen just because of how the camera's set up, but you would need over 1 trillion people for a 50-round single limb. Yeah, but my point is, somebody would win 50 matches in a row. And he's like, oh, what an amazing performance, but it was inevitable. That's the point. A 50-round 2-player flat bracket. All right, we'll watch Alex do what he can do on 29. He's already got a level 32 or whatever. He's already got a 1.2. I mean, this is like really a mega mullen. So whether this counts as a comp record, I'll let y'all argue it out. We're about to see colors with tapping. Come on now. Imagine getting like colors with rolling came before colors with tapping, right? There's level 33. Can he get 5 more? No. That's pretty good. 1.3. Not a problem. If Harry had watched Alex, he never would have doubted level 50. Yeah, I know. All right, Eren, GG's to you. I just wanted to prove that Alex is not rolling. I wanted to show what he was doing, get his hands on camera just so everybody could see what he was up to. But yeah, Eren, you did great. Eren appreciates the mullen because he didn't have to think like, oh, what if? Yeah, because Alex just drops a 1.32. No problem. All right, we're going to set up our next match here. I'm going to run an ad real quick on both of the things. Again, congratulations, Eren, for making it this far. And I'm glad you played. I hope to see you in more events in the future. Let me report the results of this. It's going to be 3-0 Alex. I do love this event that we are just seeing people come back, and I don't know how long they'll last or stick around, but I just love seeing these kind of faces for people who just we haven't seen too much lately. Okay, what are we doing? We're doing this, right? And we're doing this. What are we doing? This. There they are. So, Eren, you are free to go if you want. Alex, you got to stick around because you got to play the winner of this. I'm going to go ahead and refresh both of these streams here. Just make sure that they are... they are in sync. All right. The accountant is here. Bendy the accountant. Yep. Wall versus chair. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah, get that photo behind you of a frog. Those are not the stock photos that came in the frame. Those have frogs in them. That is a real... That's a creation of somebody. All right, so I don't know where Andy's here yet. You unironically love Earthbound. I mean, a lot of people. It's not a hot take. A lot of people love that game. I've never played it. I don't feel like I have time to play a game. You know, I don't know. I just feel like I never have time. Wish I did. You know, just to like play a game and not think about anything else and just enjoy it without anything else on my mind. I just don't have that ability anymore. I should play with the manual. Like, I can't even read anymore. I'm just thinking like, oh man, I got all this other stuff I got to do. I can't even read. All right, so Andy, how far away are we? Oh, there he is. He's walking. How much more camera do we have for Bendy? All right. MCP with the first time chat loves the Andy Griffith Show. Yeah, it brought out a new chatter. I gotta whistle more. Andy, where are you? Andy, where are you? Okay, there's Andy. I'm putting pieces in the chat. I'm putting them in. Andy, how far away are we from starting? You had to get another capture card? Oh, sheesh. You broke yours while walking. How do you break a capture card by walking? It's a shame too because he fixed his stencil and everything. This is what happened when you finally commit to a good stencil. Capture card immediately breaks. I'll do your stencil. All right, you work on getting online. I will just leave it like it is, and I will fix your stencil. Okay, I will do it. I'm gonna do it. If you could just go to if you could just put on a 0, if you could put on like a game, just put a game on. That's all I ask. Just put a game on. Okay, I'll do it. Let me do it just by sight. Let's see how close I can get. Just doing it. Oh wait, why is that? Doesn't make sense. Oh, I see. All right, let me see how close I can get just by doing it by sight. Ready? There's that. There's that. There's that. That goes in the corner. This goes like this. Oh, whoops, hold on. I gotta smush this in like this. Oh, wait, whoops. All right, so that goes like that. And so it's probably like right around there. All right, let's see how I did. Might be a little narrow. That's a little narrow, isn't it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, holy crap. Wait a minute. That's tough. I got the top and the bottom pretty well, though. The top and the bottom were basically perfect. But, yeah. I didn't have to... I got the top and the bottom exactly right. Just the width I had to get. Okay. There's camera. Hi, Sue. What's up? I'm streaming Tetris. Yeah, they're done. So here, everybody, I'm going to tell Sue what they did with the AC. No, it's okay. So I guess they went in. I don't know. I think they blew out some kind of line or some other line just to be sure. But then underneath, they also went and they put some kills, which is like a primer that kills mold and mildew and stuff like that. And so you might smell paint for a few days, you know, paint. And they kind of left while I was streaming, so they didn't really tell me anything. But next time I see Charles, I'll ask him. Yeah, he's my buddy now. All right. Bye. Oh, can you take that cat and close my door? Thank you. All right, you got to hear the AC update. All right, pieces are being delivered. Ready? Here they are. Pieces are here, player DD336E, DD336E. Let's get this show on the road. Hertz and input display turned on. By the way, I think I'm going to liberalize our qualifying a little bit, right? I think we're going to do no more qual mode required. So it does give an advantage for people with Tetris Gym, but at this point, go get Tetris Gym. Right? So there's one. And two, dark mode will be allowed on quals. All right. We'll let you know. All right. Anyway, looks like both players are ready. So let us get them started while we can. DD336E, DD336E. Both players are ready. It is the top 16 yellow bracket Pixelandy versus Bendy in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. On the left side of your screen, it is Pixelandy and one of the most successful CTM players of all time across all our different modes. Andy, a 5-time CTM Masters event winner and a 6-time DAS Masters winner, and he is the reigning winner of both. Yes, he pulled off an amazing feat last month, winning DAS Masters and Masters in the same month. And of course, that means, so he's the reigning champ of that. He's going to try to make a run here in Tap Masters and maybe like do the trifecta or maybe even the quadfecta because he's in Stupid Tetris Monthly. So, if he can win Tap Masters, being the reigning champ of those two, and then maybe have a shot at CTM, I don't know, man. Could be the craziest month ever. So Andy still has an open shot at doing that. Unfortunately, he's got to get through Bendy and then through Alext if he gets through Bendy. So we'll see. We'll see how that all goes. But anyway, that is Pixelandy qualified in with a 1.2 million, and in virtue of his top 8 seeding, this is his first match of this tournament. He's got a tap PB of 1.34 million. He's the first player ever to get a competitive 2 million, the third game crasher, former score world record holder at 8.99 million. Of course, he's got those 5 Masters events, those 6 DAS Masters events. He's a 6-time CTWC gold bracket player. He was runner-up in 2020, top 4 in 21 and 2022, 4th in the Jonas Cup last year as well, and a back-to-back winner of the Waco events in 2023 and 2024. And also Andy, with his Masters win, he now has the record for the longest time between Masters wins. That was formerly 20 months by Zafanya Nenu, and now it is a new record, which I forget the exact number of months. Is it 20, 23 months, 20, something like that, but it's the new record. 254 for Pixelandy, 234 for Bendy. On the right side of your screen, it is Bendy, who qualified in with a 1.11 million. He had to play in round number 1 and defeated Evesy. Got to round 2 and defeated Vicious Rhubarb to make it here into the top 16. A skimming of Tetris here for Bendy. 265, 281 for Pixelandy. Oh yeah, Pixelandy was also the runner-up in the CTWC DAS World Championship. But listen, this is a CTM event. We're going to talk about CTM events mostly. But anyway, Bendy. Yes, Bendy is here. Bendy has a tap PB of 1.29 million. He's ranked number 5 in the most recent DAS Premier poll. Same poll that Andy was number 1 in. Bendy, the first player ever to clear level 19, height 5, B-type mode with DAS. And he played in Mega Masters 1 time last year. He's been in DAS Masters 7 times, finishing in the finals in January of this year. A winner of a hopeful circuit. Bendy made his gold bracket debut in CTWC this year and was also the winner of the silver bracket last year. 426 for Bendy, 426 for Pixelandy. GB Toast with the raid party of 3. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Tetris for Bendy. We are 100 lines in, so this is a hyper tapping tournament, which means that players are using the play style that was the predominant winning play style for major events from 2018 to about 2021, early 2022. And that was the time when rollers started to take over and dominate events. Hyper tapping for this tournament is a jitter clicking event, right? So a single finger attack, but you can also get the help of one accessory finger one time per piece movement. So you can like hyper quick tap at the end, kind of like Joseph Saley does. You can throw that extra tap in the middle of your piece sequence. You can put it at the beginning. 595 here for Bendy. 571 for Pixelandy. Lucas says, Vandy, you forgot to mention that Bandy is also the manager. Yeah, when you get this, when you want to speak to the manager at Pep Boys, Bendy's going to come out. Be like, sir, these are not the tires I ordered. And Bendy will come out and take care of you and say, I'm so sorry, sir. All right, 671 for Bendy, 652 for Pixelandy. Other Tetris, Andy, 678. 674 Bendy, so they are close in lines and score. All right, Andy gets it. Tetris, column 4 on the green level, level 21. Bendy now into the pinky purple level, whatever it is, 731. Tetris, Bendy, 759. 715 still for Pixelandy. Kind of remove some crap from the right side of the board, get set up for a Tetris and gets a Tetris. 744. Morlando says, Vandy, it's too late for me to qual for August. Right. Yeah, unfortunately it is. Tetris Bendy, 847. I would love to make exceptions to qualifier, or, qualifying deadlines, but you know what would happen? If I did it one time, I would be doing it every single month. And for many, many players, and it would be chaos. So I just can't do it. But I would love to. My heart wants to do it. My mind says don't do it. 887 for Bendy, 843 for Pixelandy. Tetris for Andy, 906, 895 for Bendy. Joe R75 in chat says, looking forward to seeing Zero in Masters. Yeah, Zero threw in his first ever CTM qualifier. It looks like he's going to be good for Masters. Michael Keaton with the Prime sub. Big fan. Loved you in Birdman. Tetris, Pixelandy, max out, A11. Bendy gets a Tetris, A37. 3 lines apart. Bendy up by 20,000 points. Another Tetris, Bendy. So we're under 10 lines to go until 29. Bendy ahead by 20,000. So Bendy's got a lead, gets a Tetris. He's going to want to get another one. He's got the 1.1. Andy is kind of all in on the middle. Long bar down the middle for a Tetris. Pixelandy, A83. There's one. Bendy, B39. We'll see what he can do on 29. B43, Bendy. Andy is setting up for another one, but he's probably going to need another one, and I don't know where he's going to get it. Let's see if he can do anything here. And he's getting points, and no, that has got to not be enough. So level 30 for Bendy, B50 for him, B26 for Pixelandy into 29. Double kill screens, double 1.1s. And it's a pretty good game. Pretty good game for game number 1. All right, new pieces, players. You can take a moment if you need it. But yeah, I mean, this is what Tetris was like at the very highest levels in, 2019, 2020. But this was at the very highest levels late in the tournament. And now it's happening in round of 16. All right, A, E0, B0. Alpha Alpha Echo 0 Bravo 0. Dewey says, Bendy, can you do my taxes? All right, looks like both players are ready. They're both on seed, so that's good. So let's go. All right, he's doing Dewey's taxes. I don't know if Bendy knows anything about taxes in Finland, though, so probably not the best person to ask. All right, game number 2 about to get underway. Bendy up 1-0. How do you feel about Alejo and regular Masters in the year of our Lord 2025, says Ron Wee. I feel great about it. I feel good for anybody who, gets into Masters. And if that's something that means something to them, I'm especially happy about it. So that's good. What happened in Alext versus Eren? I mean, you can probably guess. No, Alext took that one. I mean, right now, the buzz around Alext is kind of the buzz around, Pixelandy in a DAS tournament. Everybody just expects Andy to win the DAS tournament. Everyone just expects Alext to win the TAP tournament. But, even if someone's favorite, it doesn't mean they're going to win every single time. Ron Wee says the last time Alejo was in regular Masters, he was eliminated by Muhammad. Oh my God. That is a long time ago. Okay, Bendy with a weird kind of spire cliff thing going on there. Oh, and some kind of spin tucks here with the T and L's and all that or whatever, but he's getting it cleared away. So good survival for Bendy. Tetris Andy 116.9. Yeah, I think Dog is probably the one that everybody expects Dog to win. No next box, but it's not none of this is like, you can be the favorites and still not win because you still gotta play the games. 156 for Bendy. And Bendy can't believe. Like, where's my bar? There it is. RXS says Jerpy is the favorite. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what Jerpy has here in 2025. She had the record in 2021, and that stood for 4 years in no next box. Mainly, I wonder if it's just because nobody really wanted to go for it, because it's painful to even try. 192 Bendy, 268 for Pixelandy. Yeah, I mean, Gerald could win. Gerald's got that, unrecorded 611 that, I don't know, people say he has. I have no evidence of that except that it's on a list and it says unrecorded. Okay, there we go. Pixelandy with the line. And another line for Tetris 326. Andy 270 for Bendy. Okay, we do have, remember, we have one more match after this. Andy will be taking on the winner. Alext will be taking on the winner. Not Andy. Alext. Too many A names and Bendy and Andy and How's the AC repair, Vandy? AC working now before? It was working before, but it was leaking. So there was like a hose. There's like a condensation that comes out of the AC. And, you know, of course, that condensation has to drain away somewhere, and that goes down a hose. And every once in a while, that hose can get plugged. So they got to blow out your hoses. $468 for Pixelandy, $436 for Bendy. That's true. It's also, you know, confusing for me to be called Vandy with Andy and Bendy. It's a lot of names just bubbling around. $459 for Bendy, $482 now, $517 Andy. Do I own a box fan? Yeah, I mean, I don't need a box fan. The AC works. It was just dripping and causing problems. All right, one line away for both these players. Bendy is into 19 at 510. And Andy gets in at about 543 or so. Tetris, Bendy, 561, level 20. All right, Tetris, Andy, 646. We're on level 21. It's the green level. There's another Tetris for Andy. Bendy with a big kind of long bar pile over there in column 1. And again, players sometimes will foreshorten the board a little bit by, you know, spamming left super high on the board. And that way they sort of guarantee themselves they don't have to get any like 5 taps under pressure. All right, Bendy waiting out a bar, takes a skim. There's a Tetris, Bendy, 736, Andy at 738. Andy has a couple lines in hand, but pretty close in lines and score right now. Tetris is for both. All right, Tetris, Bendy, 829. There's a Tetris, Andy. There's one Bendy. So, yeah, they're 3,000 points apart, 6 lines apart. Bendy is the first one over the 200 line mark. Level 29 is sort of the inflection point here. The speed's going to double, becomes very, very difficult to play on 29. Some players can play past it a little bit. We've seen Alext get a few levels deep into level 29 phase. Max out for Bendy, 219 lines. He's into level 28 with the max. He's ahead of Pixelandy by 28,000 points. So he's probably going to not want to burn at all if he can help it and try to just get these 2 Tetrises. He does take a burn there. There's a Tetris Bendy. See what he can do on level 29 speed. And he's kind of setting up for stuff here. If he could just get a bar over, and he does. B13. That could be a critical Tetris at the end for Bendy. So B14 is the chase down, and Andy has got to do something here. Oh, no. Can he get a bar over? It wouldn't be enough anyway, and he can't get it over. That is another double max out, double 29 for these 2 players. Bendy with the Tetris at the end. He didn't need it, but, you know, even just having it could put the pressure on the opponent. But, of course, you know, they got to the 29 basically at around the same time. So it was a good shot. Pixelandy didn't know exactly what he needed, but double max is double 29. That's just game number 2, and Bendy goes up 2 games to none. So Pixelandy on the ropes. Yeah, you can take a moment to warm up or take a break, whatever you got to do. That's fine. Pieces are in the chat, DA4F7D, but you can take a moment. RXS says, Bendy's a gold bracket tapper in 2025. Nobody should be underestimating. Andy says, sorry for playing bad. Let's get this over with. You're playing great, Andy. Bendy says, I saw Andy get like 4 Tetrises on 29 to get 1.3 on his YouTube somewhere. Yeah, see. Don't, just because someone's up 2-0. I mean, there's 5 matches available, so you can't say it's over until you've played. Until someone's got a 3 next to their name, it's not over. You know, just like my coming back down 3 games to none in a community tournament. Anything can happen. Was it a community tournament? What was it in? Was it in CTL? I don't even remember at this point. But I did come back and reverse sweep a best of 7. First person. Yeah, CTL playoff against Boxy. That's right. God, you guys know everything. Boxy was not happy. Yeah, how do you guys know all this stuff? I mean, I barely know my own social security number. What is my social security number? 047. I don't know. I don't remember. All right. So players, the pieces are in the chat, right? DA4F7D. They're in there, I promise. That's not it. That's it. What do you mean that's not it? That's it. Are those the 25s? I think those are the 25s. You got to pre-exhaust, you know? It's important to do the pre-exhaust. All right, looks like both players have signaled ready, so let's go ahead and get them started. Andy and Bendy. Game number 3, Bendy looking at get it done right now. Andy needs to win one to stay in. Let's go 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right, both players are underway here in game number 3. Remember, the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Bendy is up 2 games to none. And looming is a match with Alext. Tetris for Bendy, 48,000, 69,000 for Pixelandy. We have so much of this tournament left to do. I'm not complaining. I love it. I love this tournament so much. At first, I was like, we're just going to do it one time, but now I feel like we got to do it again. All right, Bendy really waiting out a bar here, but both players obviously waiting out a bar, same pieces. And this is a drought. This is a drought. All right, looks like bars are starting to fly again. The critical eyeball bracket was the worst. That was the worst stream of the year. I mean, listen, no. I mean, it was up there. It was up there. Maybe it was. I mean, it's not the player's fault. You know, it's like technology is fickle. But that was just stencil issues, internet issues, OBS issues. And now it's going to be rescheduled for after Ohio. But there was already a bracket that had to wait till after Ohio. So it's really not that big a deal. It's really not delaying anything at all. 182 for Bendy, 205 for Pixelandy. I'm glad we just got through one match. My goodness. 231 for Bendy, 233 for Pixelandy. Coster says it was a great stream. Yeah, when you win, no matter what happens, it's great. All right, Tetris for Andy. Oh, the Nifsky raid at the end. Yeah, I mean, it was like we were done. This horrible stream. And then Nifsky with the like 250 person raid at the end. It is the most cursed stream in CTM history, I think. To the extent that I remember CTM history, which I probably don't. 300,000 here for Bendy, 305 for Pixelandy. All right, nice little double there for Bendy. He's set up for a Tetris again. And they're 4,000 points apart, 3 lines apart. What is the biggest raid you gotten? On CTM, I don't remember. I don't know if we've gotten any really monster raids, but on my personal channel, I did get a raid from this, like the biggest German streamer. Yeah, Kanassi or whatever. I don't know how you say his name exactly. It's Knossi. And he just raided a random Tetris streamer. Which is funny because wasn't he one of the people that on the panel that was trying to beat Alext on that German show? Wasn't he there? Wasn't he one of them? Look at that. He's got some Tetris connections. Did Alex remind him? Say, hey, you raided Vandy that time. He should have. 449 for Bendy, 434 for Pixelandy. How big of a raid with that? I think it was a lot. It was like, I don't know, it was like 2,000? It was a big stream. It might have been way more than that, actually, now that I think about it. Oh boy, that right side for Andy. He really needs a bar, and he gets one and gets it over. 5:07 for Andy on 19. With, we'll see how this goes. If he can get a bar quick, that would help. He covers, or he puts that, or he chucks something into that bar hole. Oh boy, this is a really tough transition for Andy. Can he survive this? Oh, that tuck. Oh no, and that is going to be a top out for Pixelandy. And Andy is done. Bendy is already ahead, and Bendy will be moving on to the top 8 to take on Alext. So we will not have the quadfecta from Pixelandy. He's the reigning Masters event winner. He's the reigning Das Masters winner, but he will not have the Tap Masters title this time. But I don't know, maybe Tap Masters 2. So we have another match. It's gonna be Bendy versus Alext. Bendy, don't waste all your taps right now. You have another match to do. So let's report that. We're gonna take a break as soon as we see these players. And anyway, GG's Andy. Good luck in Stupid Tetris Monthly. I think 3 out of 4 wouldn't be bad. So just go for STM. You got a shot. We'll just forget that Tap Masters ever happened. And we'll just still call it the trifecta if you get STM. How about that? Okay. We're going to bring up our next match. And we just got to switch from Andy. Goodbye, Andy. See you later. Have fun. Sorry about your capture card. Have a beautiful day. And we're going to bring in this guy. Show the bracket if you get a moment. You got it. Let me just make sure this gets reported. What bracket do you want to see? You want to see like the whole thing? Top 16, top what? What do you want to see? Top 16? Oh my god, that is not acceptable controller. What the heck? Oh. CTWC banned. Okay, bracket. You want to see a bracket? Here's the round of 16. So that is what we just did. Okay. Alext, Eren, Pixelandy, Bendy. And now we're into the top 8. Let me refresh that. So Alex is in, Bendy is in, Coster is in. That blue bracket, Eyeball and Critical Lapis match got delayed or postponed because of tech issues. Zero just got a pre-39 rollover. I mean, forget it. Tetris is over, guys. It's the, you know, it's the March of the 9-year-olds. we were gonna get throttled by Alex anyway, so it's all good. Well, what the heck, Bendy, very consistent. So there's that bracket. There's this bracket. I don't know what you want to look at, but this is the whole thing. Here's the whole tournament right here in front of your eyes. So the top 8 is at the bottom. It's that dog bone at the bottom. All right. Good. You get it? All right, anyway. GG, Andy. All right, let me run an ad real quick on both channels. We'll be back in a minute. I think Bendy going to take a moment. So we'll just 60 seconds. I'll be right back, and then I'll give you pieces, okay? 60 seconds. Alrighty, Roo, everybody. I am back. Looks like players are here and playing. So let's get these players some pieces and get this thing underway, shall we? What's the second best tap score right now? There is a tap leaderboard. I don't know how complete it is. Alext, well, Moya's listed as number one. That's kind of a different category in my mind. That's like, you know, that's 2.38 million with like an alternating tap. It's not a jitter clicking tap. It's a Moya tapping, basically. So Alext kind of first on the, you know, just the canonical tap world record. Joseph's 1.43 is listed there as a different category. It would be the second under this rule set that we're playing this tournament under, with a 1.43. Sidnev with a 1.43 as well, 7,000 points behind Joseph. I think this document is public, right? I think it's I guess I can't share it, so maybe I can. Rhubarb says Moya has a rather high score with an acceptable style for this tourney too, I think. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Thanks, Ping Minus. I think this is public. Well, I don't know who owns this doc. I don't know. Info. Created by FireDocs as the editor. Yeah, I think this is public. Well, there you go. A 1.48 with tapping into 35 for Alext. So it's probably just the second highest tapping score ever gotten. Like, who knows? What the heck? just casually warming up. Oh wait, is it transition trainer? Oh shit. I wasn't watching. All right. No, the second highest is still a rollover by Alex. Yeah, I mean, that's the one thing about these high score things. Like, you could be like second on the list and still have only like the seventh highest score ever, because the first six are like one player, right? All right, players, the pieces are here. Okay, let's play a match. Okay, guys. This is the pieces. Did someone pin them? They did. Here they are. All right, yeah, he got tired, Bendy, so now you have a chance, right? He tired himself out. Klein says, if rolling was never invented, Alex should be a 2-time world champ right now. Facts. Oh, well, we can dream, right? 350 DC7. Both players are ready. Let's get them started before they change their minds. It is Alext and Bendy in the top 8 of Classic Tetris Monthly Tap Masters 1. Right? Tap Masters 1. The first one we've ever done. Here it is. K9 watching Tetris. 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. Thank you. K9. K9 says 3, 2, 1. Go, Bendy, go. All right, Bendy trying to put on his serious face here. Don't let see Bendy making a big mistake here. He's letting Alex T control kind of the emotional and meme whatever kind of undertones of this match right here. And you know, if you fall into that trap, he's gonna get you, right? You gotta lock in and you gotta lock out Alex T. He's gonna try to ensnare you in his whole web of memery. And once you're ensnared, you're done. Lori over on YouTube has gifted 5 memberships over on YouTube. Thank you so much, Lori. Really appreciate that. That is very, very nice. Lori gifted something to Flippy, Daniel, Redriosi, Chris, and Rob version 1. All right, well, guys, we have begun game number 1 of the top 8 between Alex and Bendy. On the left side of your screen, it is Alex, who defeated Eren in round 3, or the round of 16, whatever you want to call it. Qualified into this tournament with an average of his best 2 games of 1.4 million. Got a tap PB of 1.674 million. That is the tap world record as far as the rule set for this tournament is concerned. He's the 4th game crasher. He's a 7-time CTM Masters event winner. He's the back-to-back reigning champion of Classic Tetris World Championship, that Tetris organization over there. He's our 2023 Mega Masters winner for CTM. Did I say he was the 4th game crasher? Former world record holder in score. Overall score with a 16.2, with which he improved to 16.7. He got a lot of stuff going on, this Alex T. 302 for Alex, 264 for Bendy. And on the right side of your screen or stream, whatever, it's Bendy. Seed number 24, called in with a 1.11 million. Bendy started all the way back in round 1. He did have to play in round 1, defeated Evesy, and then Vicious Rhubarb, and then Pixelandy to get here to the top 8. Bendy's got a 1.29 million with hyper tapping. He's the 5th rated DAS player according to the Premier Poll. Go to premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end to go see the full rankings. Bendy made his CTWC Gold Bracket debut this year, was the winner of their Silver Bracket last year. He's a former Hopeful Circuit winner, been in DAS Masters 7 times, and was in the finals in January. He just knocked out of Tap Masters, the player who knocked him out of DAS Masters finals that month. 395 for Bendy, 435 for Alex T. Bendy was also the first player to score a level 19 height 5 completion of B-type. That's the garbage on the board 25 line challenge mode in NES Tetris. And that is a high board and a fast speed to clear it with DAS. He was the first player to do it with DAS. It had previously been done with tapping by Mark. 487 for Bendy, 528 for Alex T. So thanks again, Lori, for those 5 gift subs. Very generous. Really appreciate that. Okay, Bendy having to put some garbage over on the right side of the board to cover the well. He's getting it cleared away, though. Not super complicated, not super high. And very easy, stress-free Tetris into 19 for Bendy at 521. Alex is in at 581. Tetris for Alex, 606. Bendy now with gaps in his stack, and this is going to force him to play high. And he is trying to maneuver around a spire. And that is going to be a top out for Bendy on 19. Alex is good in game number 1. Klein, I don't even know what you're saying. Nobody even cares that it was done with 19.5. It's like you can... It had already been done with tapping and DAS. So, who cares? All right, so that is game number 1. I'm going to go ahead and put pieces in the chat. And if you need to take a moment, you can. This is our last match of the day. So if you need to take an extra moment to straighten out your mental, as the kids say, my mental. We used to say mindset. People now say they're mental. It's fine. I'm going to try not to rage too hard. The language changes. It's okay. The first time I heard it, though, I'm like, what the heck am I hearing? Alex T is reading a book. Alex T, what are you reading? That's my move. I used to... Alex, what are you reading? I want to know what Alex is reading. I need to know. He's reading Maeve Binchy. I had no idea. Or is he reading Barbara Delinsky? Danielle Steele? Oh, Ready Player One. All right, he's reading Ready Player One. There you go. He's reading the Da Vinci Code. The Dan Vinci Code. Okay, 5-8B F3C. Both players are on seed. Both players are signal ready. Game number 2. Alex T up 1. Game to none over Bendy. Here in game number 2. He's reading Secrets of the Classic Tetris Masters. I had a copy of that. I ripped it up on stream. I don't even remember why. Just for the memes, just to be impulsive. All right, both players underway. Game number 2. This is a best of 5. So the first player with a 3 next to their name is the winner. All right, Bendy is set up for a Tetris. I would love to get a bar sometime this century. He's got that pesky little gap in the stack. And okay, finally, long bar for Bendy gets a Tetris. Alex got one too, 139. So early on, Bendy working one row off the bottom, building Tetrises on top of that. Tetris for Alex T 209, 151. Bendy, another Tetris. Bendy. Bendy right now back by 35,000 points. That is a Tetris and a half. Tetris is here worth 22,800. And because we've reached our prize pool goal, we are paying the top 8, which means both of these players are in the prize pool. So that is good. Right? That's good. It's got to feel good. Made the money. 226 for Bendy, 260 for Alex T. Oh, the 5 below for Bendy, or the 5 and below. I'm never going to get used to putting the and in there. The store is called 5 below. All right, so Alex here, 310 through 69. Not a bad pace, but had some garbage to clear away there. Bendy is set up for one, so of course the game's just going to force feed him. The only piece he really can't do anything with is that S piece. Yeah, he's going to chuck that long bar and take the triple. Just try to get this stack back down. The official name of the adjustment is 5 and below. That is correct, but the name of the store is not. The thing it's named after, it didn't correctly name itself correct. It's just wrong. It's wrong, actually. The store is 5 below, actually. Dirty Tetris for Bendy, 299. 386 for Alex. Alex is ahead by 85,000. A little less than 4 Tetrises ahead. Alex gets another Tetris. Oh, the store is incorrectly named? Maybe. All right, so yeah, Bendy, maybe a little tilty right now. As you can see, kind of early shifts and things like that. So Bendy has got, I mean, he's in top 8. He's got one player between him and the semifinals. So he's got to find a way to just kind of get his head straight here. He's only down 1 game to none. 421 for Alex, 353 for Bendy. All right, looks like Bendy going to try to change things up here, playing Das. Oh, but board getting a little high here, so he's got to make the switch. Bendy, Tetris 405. So he's back by 92,000, a little over 4 Tetrises. He's 4 lines behind. Tetris Alex into 19, 521. All right, Tetris Bendy, 441. He's on 19. He's trying to uncover that right side well. Alex is into 20, gets a Tetris, 579. Alex jumping out of his chair every time he Tetrises. You know, playing some mind games here. Tetris for Alex, 633. All right, good flat board here for Bendy. And a Tetris Bendy, 526. And Tetris for both. Alex still jumping out of his chair for every Tetris he gets. And there's a Tetris for Alex T, 722. 582 Bendy. There's a Tetris Bendy, 611. He's back by 111,000 or so. Another Tetris Alex, 782. Alex, trying to combine leg day with Tetris. It's very smart. Another Tetris for Alex, 843, 705 Bendy. All right, Bendy going to open up that little gap there. I just got a couple of rows left on top of the right side. Well, he's going to clear it away and get a Tetris in. Bendy at 749, but he is back by over 200,000 points on level 26. Alex with the max out on 27. And Bendy pretty far behind right now. Tetris for Bendy. There's, under 20 lines to go until level 29. Alex with a big lead right now. So Alex with a little diving board with that L piece. And Bendy trying to clear this away. Maybe have some avenue to get some points here toward the end. Going to try to at least get 2 Tetrises here and have a good showing. There is a Tetris for Bendy. He's into 29 at 878. Alex with a B13. He's on level 30. 1.1 million for Alex. He is ahead by like 250,000 points. And he's still adding points. And Alex really just toying with his opponent right now. But Bendy adding points here. I mean, how long can Bendy do this? Oh my goodness, Alex B68. And that is going to be a top out for Bendy at 905. Alex on level 32. So Bendy with a level 31. Alex still going on level 33. Bendy didn't get to the max out, but got to level 31. Alex is still going. Now, there is no line cap in this tournament because why would you have a line cap? But Alex is certainly a player who can challenge, level 39 and beyond. And he's about to head into level 36. You can see that is tapping. And he's on level 36, and that is gonna do it. Alex with the 1.2, but level 36. Hi, Alex. Bendy's like, all right. DB says, what a performance from Alex. 30 camera glances, 12 grip switches for no reason, 5 stand-ups out of his chair, 4 ear cuppings after winning against an early top out, 2 staring contests with the camera, and to top it all off, 1 kill screen Tetris in the deciding game. Truly GOAT status. Oh my goodness. All right, the pieces are here, players. Again, you can take a moment, whatever you got to do. But the pieces are here when you're ready. Reading the pasta is wild. Well, sometimes you got to read pasta, okay? Bendy, you're right. Your mental is really bad right now. One game at a time. Just play your best game, piece at a time. That's all you can do. But this is like the Andy effect, but Alex, right? It's like Like that in Das Masters, Andy has the ability to play like past 29 with Das for like a few levels. This did get into people's heads a little bit. I think players are psyching themselves out, and I think people are just like psyching themselves out a little bit against Alex as well. He's writing his college essay right now. I don't know what does it say. I don't know what it says. You need a Sharpie, dog. It says Bendy reverse sweep. All right. Well, let's hope. He's ripping his homework up. He doesn't care. It's like, forget it. I'm going to be a Tetris pro. I don't need an education. Oh, yeah, it is summer. Alex, are you in summer school? What is up? Is this your college application essay? What are you doing? He's tearing up his FAFSA. Oh, man. Sweep 3-0. All right. Bendy with his prediction. Sweep 3-0. And Alex is frozen. Let me refresh Alex. What is going on? Look at that face. That is the face. That's what peak performance looks like right there. Your internet went down? Great. All right, but I think you're back now. Are you back? I don't think you're back. You're not back. Can we please have internet that works? Please. Just one time. Can we get through one bracket? That's all I want. I'm blaming the government. There's a tariff on our internet now. All right. Players, did I give you pieces? I think I did. The pieces are here. The pieces are here. Oh. We're being shown frogs on camera. You're going to table tap on the frog, all right? Oh, I was muted. I didn't say much. Here we are. So Alex up 2-0. Bendy needs to win this one to stay in. Bendy trying to stay loose here. Alext trying to stay alive here. That kind of covered weird board, but he's going to be all right. 80,000 for Alext and another Tetris 103. 116 for Bendy. A skimming at Tetris there for Bendy. $173 for Alext, 208 for Bendy. All right, Bendy divesting himself of something there. I'm not sure what that was that he was discarding, but Bendy muted me. Well, I wouldn't blame him. Oh, headphones. Oh, got it. $289 Alext, 283 for Bendy. So Bendy with a Tetris with the lines tied. Bendy is ahead right now. $359 for Alext, $352 for Bendy. There's a Tetris Bendy. Tetris for Alext, 406. There's one Bendy, 402. And all right, lines are tied. Bendy ahead by 19,000. Bendy covered well. Uncovers. Nice J piece, nice long bar, and nice Tetris. 474 Bendy, 478 for Alext. $547 Alext, $525 Bendy. So we approach level 19. Of course, that speed's going to increase by 50%. K9 watching Tetris cheered 100 bits, says, "You got this, Bendy." Thank you, K9. Alext into 19 at 577, gets a Tetris 602. Vandy super chat, please read. I'm going to read a super chat. Oh my goodness. Bendy with a pullback in a Tetris, 645 now on 19. So Bendy with the pace lead right now. There's another, and the score lead sometimes. But he's back by like 9, 10 lines, something like that. Right now ahead by 10,000. Tetris for Alex T, 692. Laurie H says, what's the place report scores I work? Can't remember. Laurie, I don't. If you ask me in. If you ask me. I don't know what that means. The place to report scores? If somebody on YouTube knows the answer that can parse that question, it's hard for me to figure out, Laurie. I'm sorry. The place to report scores? $765 for Bendy. I mean, you can put PBs in the PB bot on Twitch. Read below it. Reporting match results. I don't actually know. Is Anpu here? Maybe Anpu will know. If somebody knows the answer to Laurie's question, please answer it, because I don't think I know the answer actually. 908 for Alex, 854 for Bendy. $889 Bendy. Now Alex T pulling ahead here in score, but again, he's like 14 lines ahead, so really it's Bendy's pace lead. Alex T with a max out into 27. So let's see when Bendy hits that max out. He's 2 away. And Bendy with a bit of a slowdown here. Dano222 with the super chat. 2222. Thank you. Dano says, go Cobra Kai. Well, we'll see. We are at, now Alex T getting very close to 29 here. He's just 4 lines away. Kind of a ragged board here, but a 1.1. Bendy with the Tetris AO2. So he's going to get that max out after Alex did. And Alex's board really tough here. What can Alex do? He's got bursting up to 20 hertz tapping, and that is going to be a top out. So B30 top out for Alex T. Bendy with an A72, and this is within reach. Bendy could get this less than 2 Tetrises. If he would have to get 1 Tetris and then more on 29. So the chase down is B31. He's at B26. And he's just a couple lines away, and that is going to do it. So Bendy is going to take game number 3 and chase down Alex, who topped out with a B30 on 29. So double 1.1s, double 29s. Bendy stays alive, gets to level 30, chasing it down after the kill screen. With GG's to both of our players. All right, Bendy feeling good now. So Laurie, it depends on what you want to report. If you're reporting like a 1.1 million or higher, there's a leaderboard that tracks that. If you want to just report like a high score, we have a PB bot that's on Twitch, and you can report it there. If it's something other than that, I'm not exactly sure. So maybe someone else can kind of guide you, because I'm not 100% sure where else. Twitch and Discord. Uh-oh, what is going on Bendy's game here? Uh-oh. I don't know what happened over on Bendy's game. That was weird. I think he switched scenes is what it was. But yeah, there's also a channel that's like a leaderboard channel in Discord. If you're in the Discord, find the leaderboard channel. Someone can point you to that, and it should have links there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop pieces in the chat. I've said everything I know on the subject, Laurie. So thank you, K9, by the way, for the 3, 2, 1 countdown bits. 100 bits, K9. Yeah, if somebody in Discord could tag Lori with just the correct information, because she's at work right now, and it just might be easier if somebody in Discord could tag her with that and tell her what she needs to do. It's hard for me to explain while I'm doing here now, but that would be helpful. Wait, what's happening? Is that... Oh, the hat. Oh my god, the hat buff. The hat is back. Oh, I gotta give him his point. You want a point for that? I guess. Okay, yeah, Mari. Yeah, Mari just wants to know where you report scores and leaderboard scores and high scores. And Alex with a hat as well. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's get him started. Alex up 2-1, looking kind of gangster there, versus Bendy, who's looking like kind of the exact opposite. Game number 4, Bendy looking to win this one to force a deciding game number 5. Bendy starting off with the cheese grip. All right, Mari is going to help you in Discord, so you should be tagging you, or you can ask Mari. Mari will be your personal high score concierge, Lori. Thank you, Mari. And yeah, also thanks again for, if I missed it, Dano222 for the super chat. Says go Cobra Kai. If you can find her. I mean, I think she's just Lori. I mean, look up Lori, I think, on Discord. $71,000 for Bendy. $37,000 for Alext, who is spiring and needs a bar quickly, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe he doesn't need a bar quickly. I mean, I would need a bar quickly. I'd be dead. All right, there's a bar for Alex, 72,000. $172, Bendy, 118 for Alex. Bendy's cam right now is like what your child looks like before they get into Tetris, and Alex's camera looks like what your child will be like after they get into Tetris. It hardens you up, you know what I mean? He was such a good kid before Tetris. Yeah, I know. 193 for Alex, 184 for Bendy. Tetris for Bendy, 215, 223 for Alext. Dan V is over on YouTube. Mari's over there. Mr. Borrow. Hosea H. Julia K. Josh. Jungle Cook. Black Ops. Anime Cat. Sued. All the stars are here. D. Bradley. YouTube is not used to having all these celebrities like Mari and Dan V coming over to the YouTube side. Toogies over there now? What the heck? The celebrity sightings over on YouTube. Alext gonna set up dirty, column 8, 3 rows off the bottom, and get a nice easy Tetris that way. 341, 269 for Bendy. Thomas says, hi Vandy, you might know me. Do I? I don't know. $387 for Alex. He's got a 72,000 point lead right now, but also ahead in lines. Dan V says YouTube is better, not gonna lie. I mean, I gotta admit, Dan V, it sounds like a lie, but appreciate it. You know, make the YouTube people feel good. Dano222 with the Canadian sticker, $10, and it says pair character flying in the air with a red cape and a smile on his face. 415 for Bendy. Alex is into 19. He was in at about 506 or something like that. So anyway, Dano, thanks for the sticker of the pair character flying in the air with a red cape and a smile on his face. Tetris for Bendy. He's on 19 at 444 right now. I do like the stickers because in my aggregated chat, it describes the sticker. And I just think it's funny the way it describes it. So Alex, he trying to burn down here. Long bar over Tetris for Alex, 594. It's kind of a low scoring game so far. Alex yet to crack 600K and on level 22. Bendy at 458 on 20. Up high here. Bendy opens. Oh no! That is going to be a top out for Bendy at 460. And Alex T is going to take this match. And Alex is your first semi-finalist. So Bendy, after losing those first two games, kind of, battled back and put up a really good performance in game number 3, but yet it was not to be. Alex T, the aura too strong, but a good performance from Bendy. So congratulations to you, Bendy. You made it. At least you made it into the money, right? That's pretty good. Really appreciate that. And you're playing, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope you feel at least, you got something to build on. You know what I mean? Consistent play goes out the window when playing a top player. Well, I mean, that is the tough thing. Alex, of course, has a lot of success, championships and masters and things like that. Bendy watching Alex T. And you play against one of these very well accomplished players, and that can be distracting just playing them. So. All right, we'll watch Alex T finish this off, and Alex was great when he had to be. I don't know if Alex was as challenged as he could be so far. There was a couple of games where he did have to chase down, and players put up good scores against him, but it doesn't get any easier though. But being in these, now in the semifinal, he's in a level 30 now. So Barrett says he's still on rollover pace. But being in these semis now, that means you're only 2 victories away from a championship, which is crazy. Alex on 31 at 924. He's really trying to gut out this max out. All right, Alex T is your bracket winner. Congratulations, Alex. GG's to you. Alex, you have done well. You've done a fine job. You are a winner. So, you know, it's about time Alex won something. Oh my God, he's hitting his controller with an axe. What are you doing? Oh my God. All right, congratulations, Alex. I'm going to go ahead and report. All right, he's playing. Look at him. There he is. All right, go ahead, do it real quick. Ready? Mess it up. Three. All right, yeah. Mess it up without looking. Don't cheat. Or is he solving it without looking? Oh my God, what the heck? Oh, and he solved it without looking. What? Are you serious? Stop it. What is wrong with this kid? All right, congrats. Yeah, there's not another one tonight. I thought there was, but there is not. That has been rescheduled for tomorrow. So let me give you the rundown. All right, congratulations, Alex. Enough of this. All right, ready and go. Bye. Okay, so that thing that says tonight is actually going to be tomorrow. That has been rescheduled. And oh, should I do it live? Should I do live jank right here on the schedule slide here? Yeah, let's do some live jank right on the schedule. So that's going to be tomorrow at 4. So this is Saturday. Rip my Saturdays. It's all right. Tetris is life now. This is going to be 4. Bloop, bloop. And so let's see. 12 plus 4 is 16 plus 5 is 21. So it's going to be 2100. Whoops. 2100 UTC. There it is. Okay. So that is the upcoming stream. Of course, we don't have to look at this one anymore. So I guess we can get rid of that. We did that. So the next stream is tomorrow at 4 p.m. U.S. Central Time, 2100 UTC. It's going to be Tetris Time, Blue Scooty versus Opox. That's a red Tap Masters preliminary. And then tomorrow, like basically right after, do we have time? Yeah, we'll have time. It's going to be red, pink, top 16, Super Tetris Monthly, Fractal versus Steel, Dylan versus Peak. So 2 brackets tomorrow, something for everybody. By the way, let's take a look at our updated tournament situation. So Alex is the first semi-finalist. Ping Minus says, is Joseph out? No, Joseph is not played yet. That is to be scheduled. Dylan versus Klein, Oscar versus Joseph. That is currently in the scheduling process. Vandy, I've been working on stats overlays for Let's Play Scrabble. I was wondering if you'd be interested in talking with me about some for here. Yeah, for sure. Ping me on Discord. Like, DM me on Discord. So yeah, Joseph is still in it. If you want to see the entire tournament right here, let me refresh and make sure everything's updated. It is. So yeah, Joseph is not out. It's just that hasn't been played yet. The one remaining preliminary, that's going to be done tomorrow. Then we'll have a full top 16. So those center 2 columns up top, that is top 16. And then, yeah, nothing else is scheduled. So that red, that is scheduled. Nothing else is scheduled Tap Masters wise. Tomorrow we've got that stupid red, pink top 16. And then Monday The stupid Masters purple prelim. So, okay, thanks to everybody who contributed this stream.
We prefer doing things our own way.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, oh my god, I stumbled during it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day. See, proof that it's not pre-recorded. So anyway, yeah, it's not a recording, right? I stumbled. Maitre, yeah, you know it's not. What the heck? That's the first time I've stumbled on it in a long time. I know, I made a mistake on the internet. Anyway, followers, new followers, Gambiara, Gmart, Bibbert, Twitch sub, Summerbeat, Dog, Michael Keaton. Thank you very much. Dog came courtesy of K9. YouTube memberships, Flippy, Daniel Lum, Redriosi, Chris, and Rob. Those from Lori. Twitch bits, 421 from K9. Super chats, Lori and Dano. Twitch raids, GB Toast. Thanks for your support. Patrons, thank you for your support. Love it. It's very nice. I appreciate it. You're helping to keep this channel going and support the continued existence of CTM and the continuance of all these fine tournaments. So thank you. If you want to do the same, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris and make an ongoing pledge of support. Thank you very much. And prizes. Yeah, I didn't get any prizes today, but we still have a pretty healthy prize pool for the debut of Tap Masters. So I am not complaining. Okay, that is going to do it. Thank you, YouTube. We will see you tomorrow in 21 hours. GG's to all our people. Oh, we had another $20. Sorry, we had another $20 sticker from Dano. And where was that? I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Oh, no, we didn't. Oh, yeah, we did. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. Where was the $20 from Dano? I can't read. Where is it? I'm trying to read the. Oh, it says $20 super chat from Dano. Pair character looking at himself in the mirror, saying thanks for being you, with hearts popping out of his eyes. That's what it says. Pair character looking at himself in the mirror saying thanks for being you, with hearts popping out of his eyes. And that is what it is. That is what I see. So thank you very much, Dano, for the super chats. Really appreciate that. That is so Dano. It's a very Dano thing. Sorry I missed it earlier. I was doing the wrap up of the whole thing and I missed it all, but thank you, Dano. All right. I think I've thanked everybody. God. All right. YouTube, you are done. See you tomorrow, 21 hours from now. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks. Oh, it's so funny that